what we are seeing is, as I mentioned this earlier, is, we're the children of baby boomers who collected themselves because oftentimes, certainly my mom and I have talked about this, because their own early life experiences were those of adversity, in a post Second World War, you know, global experience. People didn't have stuff. My mother is British. She grew up with rationing, and in so many ways, it makes so much sense that as we sort of got into 20th century industrialization in the post Second World War global economy, it was the creation of stuff. It was the huge advancement of the American, consumerist machine that made people want to have this so-called lifestyle. What, of course, nobody ever predicted is that the accoutrement of that lifestyle actually can create huge amounts of anxiety, both in the people collecting it themselves and the people who are having to deal with those collections. I mean, I'm going to deal with my mom's Tupperware collection is, the extent of what I have to deal with. She doesn't know this, but she's going to find out that every time before they moved house, about 3 years ago, in her kitchen, she used to, she had this collection. I don't think it was on purpose collection of plastic mugs, the travel mugs. And every time I'd come home, I'd throw one out, and she never caught me. So I think I'm going to get yelled at after this podcast goes live.